Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah HaKodash, and double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth through the Holy Spirit. And as always, giving a special peace and blessings and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect. All right, I'm the brother Zion, and Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to feed the sheep and the lambs of Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. And this is going to be a video on Trump and his so-called shouting match with Zelensky, all right, the president of Ukraine. And this was it's pretty big news if you ask me, because this shows that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is putting a spirit on the angels to do their bidding with the different kings of the earth, all right. And hey, World War III is definitely brewing, along with many other things that we've always spoken about. All right. So basically, you know, this is the eagle, if you will, basically trying to, you know, bully his way through the earth. That's what you saw today with this mini argument. Okay, this is the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. All right, because even though America is known as the hammer of the earth, all right, you're still going to be taken down and destroyed by thermonuclear destruction. All right. But let's get into this video and, you know, and dissect it a little bit.
Myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? That doesn't work that way. I'm not aligned with Putin. I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America. And for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing over with. You see the hatred he's got for Putin. It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, you know, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world. I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we can get this thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way. So that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I would respond to this. So look, for 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conference.
And where the hell did this guy come from? All of a sudden, he's basically showing his face now. You know, he's like the new Kamala Harris, man. Where the hell has this guy been at? All right, pretty much Elon Musk and Trump has been running the show. This dude been behind a damn curtain. You know, now all of a sudden he wants to show his face and talk shit like he's been around. Ain't nobody even seen this dude, man. That shows that these puppets are controlled, you know?
And talk tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Well, America's not a good country. It's known as Babylon the Great in the Holy Scriptures, and is destined for destruction. And we all know that because that's what we teach, and that's what the Lord said. All right, so this ain't a good place regardless, man.
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So
Let's get a preset real quick. This is Proverbs 21:1. It says, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. All right, so the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. You know, the Lord is controlling these different kings of the earth to basically, you know, have these shouting matches and to do what they do to brew up the prophecies, man. Remember, it's all about the prophecies. Okay, so the Lord is putting the spirit on the kings of the earth. He's using the angels to go around and put the spirit on these different men, okay, to brew things up. Like Trump said, he said, why do you think those words came out of his mouth? You're playing with World War III. The Lord made him say that, man. The Lord made him say that. So the whole world can see. You know? He's not doing that on his own. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai made him do that, man. You know? I want to get to the point real quick. I think it's right here.
Disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think it is respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
You see America likes to try to play the good guy. We're trying to protect. We want world peace. We want this. We want that. No, you guys are demons, man. And look at Trump's. Look at his hands. That's Masonic. Okay, but America wants to play that big bad. I'm the good guy role. No, man. You have unrighteous decrees. You're wicked. You raped, robbed, and murdered for everything you had. There's nothing righteous about you.
Other questions. Let's start from the beginning. Sure. First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless.
You don't
God
know
bless.
that.
You will
Don't-
not
you
have
gotta-
war.
Don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
You see that? You see that? You see that, brother? Don't tell us what we're gonna feel. Well, how come no one can tell you nothing? Babylon the Great. What makes you so righteous? You know? This man is telling them that they're gonna feel some type of consequences in the future, and Trump has to cut them off and say, don't tell us what we're gonna feel. This is hypocrisy, man.
Trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're gonna feel.
I'm not telling you. I'm
Because you're in
answering
no
on this
position to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're gonna feel. We're gonna feel very
You will
good.
feel influenced.
We're gonna feel very
I'm
good and
telling
very
you,
strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed
From the
yourself
very-
to be in a
from
very
the
bad
very
position,
beginning
and
of
he
the
happens
war.
to be right
From
about
the
it.
very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
Not playing
cards.
cards.
And the only reason Babylon the Great and Trump and all of these guys talk like this is because they have the military power. The Lord gave them the military might. Okay? If they didn't have the military might and the weaponry, they would be in the same position as these other countries, man. But the Lord gave them that.
Right now,
I
you're
will
playing
receive
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I will
playing cards.
receive it.
You're
I'm
gambling
the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you think?
You,
You're gambling with World War III. You know? So he's basically telling him, look, you know, he's basically telling him that there's war on the horizon, right? You know, but he's basically threatening him as well and telling him he's gambling with World War III. And that's the spirit of the eagle. The spirit of the eagle is to talk down on people, belittle people, because we're big bad Babylon the Great. But when the Lord gets done with you, you're going to be dust. Okay? You're going to be dust.
Not playing cards.
Right now,
I
you're
will receive
playing
it,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I will
playing cards.
receive it.
You're
I'm
gambling with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think-
You're gambling with World War III.
What do you think
You're
about-
gambling
what
with
do you
World
think
War
about-
III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country, this country. It's
we will
back to
respect
you,
you.
far more than a lot of people said
will
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once this
A lot.
entire meeting? No, in this
Even
entire meeting, have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of America and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak
This is the book of Joel, chapter 3, and verse 9. It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war, wake up the mighty men. Let all men of war draw near, let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit and judge the heathen round about. And that's basically, you know, what Trump said, you playing with World War III. Well, that's where the nations are going to be gathered, in the valley of Jehoshaphat, you know, which in the Hebrew is Yahweh Shaphat, which means the Lord's judgment. Okay? So, yeah, he's speaking prophecy right now. It says, put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. All right. So this hey, it's getting ready to go down, man. If you can't see, you know, war is in the air. The nations are all basically clashing. All right. And the Lord is about to spark this thing off, you know. But like I said, this is a prime example of the pride of thine heart have deceived thee, because Esau, Edom, is very, very proud, man. You know, and with this guy in office, he knows that he has 4 years on paper, so he's coming in with his chest poked all the way out, man. You know.
Very loudly about the war. You
He's
can
not speaking loudly. He's not speaking loudly. Your country's in big trouble. Wait a minute. No, you've done a lot of talking. Your country.
Well, America's in big trouble. So what is Trump talking about? Babylon is in big trouble. All right. Jeremiah 51:8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her, take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is even lifted up to the skies. The Lord have brought forth our righteousness. Come and let us declare in Zion the work of our power. Make bright the arrows, gather the shields, raise up the spirit of the kings of the Medes. You heard Trump mention Putin, right? For his device is against Babylon to destroy it, because it is the vengeance of the Lord, the vengeance of his temple. Okay? So let's keep going real quick. Set up the standard upon the walls of Babylon. Make the watch strong. Set up the watchmen. Prepare the ambushes. For the Lord have both devised and done that which he spake against the inhabitants of Babylon. O thou that dwellest upon many waters, abundant in treasures, thine end is come, and the measure of thy covetousness. Okay, so your country is in trouble, man. And in this video, Trump actually put his hands on this dude. He like nudged his shoulder. I said, damn, this dude is proud as shit, man. You brothers will see it. Watch this.
Is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not winning.
I know.
You're not winning this.
I
You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this
We
cabinet.
gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted
We gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And
voted
you've
for
been
your
a brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me.
equipment.
There you go. He put his hands on him. Trump actually put his hands on the dude, man. Oh, watch this, man. This man, and he's talking about Biden. Biden gave Ukraine all that money, you know, which Trump probably wouldn't have did, you know, but hey, that's what happened.
And $350 billion.
You
We
voted
gave
for
you
your
military equipment.
You
And
voted
you've been
for
a
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about West?
If you didn't have
You
our.
invite-
See that, brother? See that? He's touching him, you know. And then just like I said, man, this is all the Lord brewing up things, man. All right, it's coming into fruition. It's coming into fruition. So I wanted to point that out, man. You know, this was a pretty good video. Let's play a little more.
Military equipment.
You invited
If
me
you
this-
didn't have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course he has.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell
you
you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of times
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media when you're wrong. We know that you're
But
wrong.
you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going
I
on.
understand, sir.
I think it's very important. That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're,
This is an example of talking down on a weaker nation. But the Lord is going to talk down on you at the end of the day, man. In all of these countries.
buried there, your people are
I
dying,
can tell you
you're
again,
running
I
low on
know.
soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting
Of
killed.
course, we want to stop the war.
But you're
I
saying you
said-
don't want a
But I
ceasefire.
said to you,
I want a
with
ceasefire
guarantees.
because you get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
That
It
wasn't
doesn't
with
matter for you
me.
what.
That
what
wasn't
this
with me.
means. It
That was
doesn't
with
matter
a
you.
guy named Biden who was not a smart person.
But this
That
is
was
your-
with,
this
that was
is
with
your
Obama.
president. It was your president.
Excuse me, that was with Obama who gave you sheets and I gave you javelins.
Yes.
I gave you the javelins to take out all those tanks. Obama gave you sheets. In fact, the statement is Obama gave sheets and Trump gave javelins. You gotta be more thankful. Because let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
Hey, man. Let's get ready to go down, brothers. Shalom.